Alita Battle Angel, and this is Alita Battle Angel just saw. I tried to make my eyes bigger with white makeup, and it just made them really red and itchy. Hi everyone, my name's Tamara Chambers. Tamara just saw. I just went and saw Alita Battle Angel. I am gonna be super honest. I was not looking forward to seeing this, and it had so much hype, even though I knew really nothing about it. I went into it thinking, it just kind of looks like a CGI, not mess. The CGI looked good, but I don't know. It didn't capture my attention at all with the trailers, and so I went into this 2-hour and 20-minute film thinking like, I just don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to. And I left pleasantly surprised. I know nothing about the manga that this is based off of. I never know if it's gonna affect the way that I feel about it. So I did Death Note, Tamara's never seen, and I watched the first 10 episodes of Death Note, and then I watched the Netflix movie. I know that the Netflix Death Note is like notoriously known as being terrible, but I think having a little bit of context really made me hate it, like join in with the pitchforks and fire. With this, I don't know if it was true to the story. I don't know if it looked like the manga. I don't know in that context at all how it lines up. I will say it's long. I will say that there are some moments that feel draggy, and that just comes with a 2-hour and 20-minute movie, I think. But overall, I thought that the relationships were really good, maybe a little cheesy, but fun in a way that it got me invested. The character development was pretty good. For not knowing these characters beforehand, jumping in, I definitely felt for them and cared about them, which is more than I can say about some films. The action was out of this world. It was so good. There's this ball game, Motorball, that they play where they're on roller skates and they're trying to catch this ball and run a whirly ball. Well, I don't remember what it's called. But it's so thrilling to watch those games. I hate watching sports in movies. I couldn't even get behind Quidditch, the Harry Potter sport. It does nothing for me, but this, I looked forward to every single game. When they showed up on the arena, I was pumped. I think my favorite thing out of the movie though was the world building. It gave me a very big, like, dark city vibe with like how detailed the world was. I just watched that recently for Tamara's Never Seen, and that was like my favorite part of the film. This is like a lot brighter than that, and I know that this world was already kind of created in the manga, so like world building wasn't like completely on the film. It was already a made-up thing, but they did a really good job, I think, even though I don't know what the source material is on making it. It just felt so detailed and cool. I think it excited me because I am not an anime fan. I'm not a fan, but I have not found that anime yet that has like drawn me in to want to start watching anime. I've seen just a few episodes of a few things, and I know that one day I will get into it, and this is not that day. So I always go into these movies feeling a little, not left out isn't the word, because I could easily let myself in, but a little out of the loop. It was pretty anime-y. They weren't holding back for audiences who didn't know what was going on, but I still easily was able to keep up with like the tone of it and keep up with the style of it. It didn't feel, I don't know, when I saw what just came out, what was that one? You know, the one, I felt like, I don't know that I like this, and maybe that's because I'm not into anime, and like maybe I'm missing something here. Here, I didn't feel like I was missing anything. I do not think that you need to be an anime fan to see this movie. If you're like me and didn't know what Alita Battle Angel was all about, it is about this cyborg surgeon. I know so much. It's about this cyber doctor who takes Alita from this junkyard, he rebuilds her, and she has no memory of who she is. They quickly learn that she is an intense fighting machine, and then it's really about her falling in love, finding a family, and more importantly, defeating the evil that is, I forget his name. Nova. I don't know if this is a spoiler, so I won't say it, but Nova was played by someone that I was definitely not expecting Nova to be. You don't see much of Nova, which I will say, he's not that big of a threat. I think that's coming in the future movies, but there's greater threats here on their Earth-dwelling planet versus the one up in the sky. Again, I know so much about this story. But back to that, the cast is killer. Rosa Salazar, who I don't know that I know her from anything else, but she was so good as Alita. It's so intriguing to me to do a part like that where it looks like you, but it's all CGI. It's kind of like video game acting, which I definitely want to do at some point, where you're in that green suit. Is that how they did this? And you're just like going through the motions, but it's all CGI'd on top of you. Christoph Waltz plays Dr. Ito. I love him. I think he's great in everything that he does, and he was really good in this. I also just loved the character. He started off as the father who's like, you can't do anything. You're a fighter? Well, you can't fight. And instead of keeping that harsh tone the whole time, which a lot of characters like that do, he was able to really change his point of view and allow her to be who she is. And I think that was a really, really well done character. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I think it was really well done. And sure, that's probably from the manga, but it was really well done here. Jennifer Connelly's my girl, and I love her, and she was great. And just smoking. Mahershala Ali was great as well. Everything that he's in is just a masterpiece. I didn't know who the cast was going into this. I just had no interest in this movie, and so people kept popping up, and I kept being like, wow, okay, you dumb, Tamara. A lot of the characters you don't even know who they are because they're complete machines, complete CGI machines, and those characters look amazing. They're so well designed, and this really makes me want to read the manga. I really want to see what was taken from that, what was shifted and changed, how well they adapted it, if they made things better. Something that I really liked in the relationship between Alita and the guy that she likes, Hugo, is that Hugo's a really positive and upbeat and kind of young character. He goes through some things where he's falling in love with Alita, and he's also stealing parts from other machines and cyborgs. It's kind of a gray area for them because she is a cyborg. In that, he's kind of an innocent guy. I think we're so used to right now seeing lead male characters and female characters, but like the lead young, cute, heartthrob character as being like this funny, confident, quick-witted, and he was a little goofy, and I don't know. I liked that a lot. I also love that we have such a badass character in Alita. I think she's so cool, so well done. She looks great. The action's amazing. Her fighting is so thrilling to watch. And then also, she's not super sexy. And I love that. I didn't realize it until like 3/4 of the way through, and she's fighting, and I'm like just so excited and into it. And I love a good sexy fighter, definitely, but it was really cool to see someone just really good at what they're doing, and also not hyper-sexualized. She literally slices one of her tears with a sword, and that is a self-care tactic that I've never even dreamed of. I love it. I know who my enemy is. He's watching us now, and you're just a slave, and I'm just an insignificant girl. I thought this movie ruled. I'm getting pumped talking about it again. Go see it. It's so different than what I thought it was gonna be. Maybe I went in with really low expectations and then was just kind of jumbled into this excitement train, but I loved it. I don't think you need to know the source material going in, and that's the best. I love that. It's fun to be in on the secret of seeing a movie like this, but when you're able to see it without having been in on the secret, without having read the manga or the comic or whatever the case may be, the book before, and to still be able to really enjoy it, I think that's a huge accomplishment for these filmmakers and these actors and storytellers, and I think it's awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next week, probably with How to Train Your Dragon 3. I have to watch all of them before I see that. Bye!